Hello, hello, hello. Sorry, I am a bit late. Just having some internet issues here, but I'm here and you're here. So let's have a beautiful day together. What do you say? Yeah, at lost today.
It's a beautiful day.
Rookie doesn't know.
Isn't all? So come on, let's play. Forget the rush, you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Keep back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day.
It sure is. It's a beautiful day. The sun's just coming up where I am. How about you? Sunshine. Oh, we get rain, fog. Lots going on this morning. Kathy Caputo, good morning. Hello, everybody from sunny Mobile, Alabama. How's everybody doing? I've got to get used to some time changes now because it's an hour earlier for me. Hi, Kathy Hand. Yeah, it's only 7 o'clock in the morning here. So I'm getting ready to go into some of that time change where I have to really be aware what time I'm supposed to be, where I'm supposed to be, but that's okay. For you guys, I would do anything. You know that. Good morning, Deirdre. It is. It's terrific Tuesday. And let's choose what's going to be terrific about it. It is our choice. I woke up about 5 o'clock this morning, I think it was, and I just started giving gratitude for my life, gratitude for this journey. Let's go into some real gratitude today on this terrific Tuesday, and let's make it wonderful. So first, let's do the heart brain. Touching your heart center. Slow down your breathing. And let's focus on what's terrific in our life. What brings you joy? What puts that smile on your face? Makes your heart feel warm and fuzzy. Let's do that right now for another minute. And then we'll share whatever is terrific about today. I am enough. I am trusting. I am living my life and the purpose that I'm here. I'm ready for whatever this day brings, whatever terrific thing comes my way. I am enjoying being here with all of you. I am happy. I am healthy. I am the sunshine that's just coming over the horizon. I am loved, and I am loved. I am peace. What are your I am stories this morning? Let's get this party going. Get that where I can see what we're doing and see your comments better. Blue, good morning. Jennifer, Auntie Jean, good morning. It's a happy day. It sure is. It's a very happy day. Yesterday wasn't such a happy day. Yesterday, unfortunately, things just kind of got on the wrong roller coaster, and there was a lot of delay, and I wasn't trusting enough. And so I got kind of turned around, and eventually I made my way to where I was supposed to be. But for a minute, not being familiar with the place I'm in, I got very lost. So thankfully, I got found again and connected with the beautiful P family that does chanting at night. And y'all lifted me up, and I want to thank you for that, Auntie Jean and Charlie, Grace Isis. Thank you all for lifting my vibration last night, because it wasn't a good vibration at all. And I had to really go into some meditation time and just clear that energy. And I feel like that's what we all need at times, isn't it? When things, we've been talking about this, when things seem to be upside down and topsy-turvy, and they really were kind of topsy-turvy yesterday, because I was on a road, I could see the hotel, I just couldn't see how to get to it. And I'm not real happy with my GPS system right now. It's taken me some wrong turns lately. But sometimes when we see that things aren't exactly what we want them to be, or where we think we're supposed to be, we get kind of in that state of anxiety and that state of, oh my gosh, things are terrible and the universe is terrible. But it's not. Universe didn't change. The location of the hotel didn't change. I just needed to breathe. I just needed to maybe pull over and regroup and reset. And that's exactly what I did. I found a place I could pull over in a parking lot and just sat for a minute and said, okay, I know that the GPS is going to get me there. I know that I will end up in that parking lot, in that space. So it's a matter of what we've been talking about: trust, faith, knowingness, knowing that the journey is not in my control, is totally in the hands of God and in the leadership of the angels. But I forgot that for a moment because I was rushing, and I knew that I was supposed to be at a certain place at a certain time. And so things got a little harried. So it was a big lesson for me, a lesson to slow down, first of all, and then accept, align, allow. I really had to call on AAA and accept, align, allow, and allow the journey to be and not try to force something. So let's see what I ams you all have. Charlie, I am blessed and I am loved. Yes, you are. Kathy Hand, I am thankful for unseasonably warm temperatures, and that's terrific for me. I am full of joy and love. Yeah, it's a little cool where I'm at here in Alabama, but I'm hoping to be able to get out and about today and see some of the sights that are here and take you all with me. Jennifer, I am blessed. I love that one. Oksana, good morning. I am reveling in expansion. I am open for new experiences. I'm here on the planet Earth welcoming a new day. Yes, yes, yes. Let's welcome it with open arms. Deirdre, I'm grateful for the trust and faith that my heart holds. Me too, Deirdre. I'm right there with you. Blue says, I am sleepy after the energy of yesterday and feel hungover. Lulu is worried enough to be here near me. I am here now. Breathe in love. Breathe out peace. I did this most of yesterday. Well, thank you, because I could feel that energy. I could feel the power behind me of all of you saying, you got this, Mama P, you can do it. And I did. I felt into that. Pat Moss, good afternoon. Pat said, I am so thankful that I've got Tom's Christmas presents organized. I am so grateful my husband is better towards me. Help from the magic book. My husband went shopping for a box of tissues and came back with 3 boxes, bringing laughter into our house. Oh, awesome. Laughter raises the vibration. We know that for a fact. Oksana says, I no longer look at obstacles as such. They are necessary stepping stones to a better turn of events, to a better outcome. The universe just needs a little bit more time to brew it, hence a delay. Yeah, that's for sure, Oksana. We don't see the perfection of things as we are caught up in, oh my gosh, I'm late. Oh my gosh, I can't find that place that I'm supposed to be. But there it is. And I know that it took a turn because I wasn't trusting my instincts. I wasn't trusting what I was hearing. And so I had to ask. And when I asked, I got a different answer from someone in the 3D, not spirit, but in the 3D. And so it made me question what I was hearing. So it's all good because it's a lesson. Everything is a lesson. Everything is showing us how to trust more, how to believe more, how to really understand having faith and not getting caught up in the worldly things, the things that seem so obvious. We have to look beyond the obvious. And that's what I'm learning on this part of the journey. Look beyond the obvious. Stacy, good morning. And Isabel and Hope says, today is definitely a terrific Tuesday. My mom, Cynthia Campbell, celebrates her 80th year here on this earth plane. We are all so grateful for all she has taught us, given us, and eager for what is to come. Earth-strong blessings also to Mom's twin sister, Auntie Lynette Stevenson. Enjoy your celebrations in Jamaica. We'll be with you soon. Oh, wow. How awesome is that? Happy birthday, Cynthia and Lynette. That's so awesome, Hope. I'm so glad you still have them to be in your life and to help you through the journey that you're going through. That's beautiful. And Stacy says, happy Tuesday, y'all. Oh, Stacy, I wish you were on here with me. This would be so beautiful to celebrate a Tuesday with you. Brookie, I am here and open to receive on this terrific Tuesday. I am so grateful that you made it to your destination with lessons reminded and not too much stress along the way. Yeah, it didn't break me. You know, when we go through those trials and we have things that just kind of aren't working, we have choices then. And that's what I kept telling myself last night. You have choices. You can let it get to you. You can let it upset you to no end. You can go into the fire and burn, or you can walk through those hot coals and not feel it, but learn the lesson that the fire is giving you. And the lesson is all about faith. And it's been coming forward for a few days now. We've been talking about it and really receiving messages about faith and trust. And that's what yesterday, last night was all about, faith and trust. Tammy, good morning. Marietta says, you got this, and the angels are on your team. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I had to call on Gabriel last night. Like, okay, usually it's Big Mike that I have to call on and say, I need your protection. Well, last night it was Gabriel, and it was asking for some insight and asking for guidance and helping me to have more clarity along the way. Okay, who else we got on this morning? Okay, so we're giving Hope's mom and her aunt beautiful birthday messages. That is so awesome. And Blue says, Oksana, that was a sweet message, and thank you. Oksana can't see the Facebook messages, and that's why I love reading them for anyone who is on another platform like YouTube or Twitter. And let's see. Stacy says, I have been allowing myself to sleep later in the mornings. It feels so nice. I am more awake during the day, and I have been walking over 4 miles a day with my neighbors. I love that for you, Stacy. I'm hoping to get some walking in myself because over the last couple of days, I have been in the car traveling long legs on this journey. The first leg was 7 hours. And then yesterday I was on the road most of the day, on and off between stops. I did stop and see a beautiful friend that I hadn't seen in a couple of years. And she, in the last 2 years, she took an India journey and went over, and she was telling me a lot about her place there and what happened and some of the experiences that she had. Yanni, thank you for being with us this morning. And I'm sorry, I don't hablo español. I understand a few words, but that's it. So this program is all in English. But you're very welcome in our family. Thank you for being here. Annie 7, good morning, Annie. And Stacy, you missed what happened. Oh, okay. It is now, Stacy. I just got kind of turned around, and it's very confusing here on the roadways. It's not your normal roadway work. It twists and turns, and when the GPS tells me to turn right and I'm staring at the interstate traffic, I'm like, am I supposed to cut across all that traffic? And so I've had a bit of issue with having the GPS telling me left turns and right turns. And it started happening actually when I was still in Wellington. And I think I shared with you all on the morning show, but maybe I didn't. The GPS was telling me to turn right, and I did. And I was on a one-way street going the wrong way. It was kind of frantic in that moment, trying to back out of that one-way street. But those are the issues I've been dealing with. And I feel like I need a lot of clearing to happen right now. And so that's what I was told by Gabriel last night, is to do some clearing. So that's what I'm going to do today. I am going to take the day to go out and see some of Mobile. I've been given a place that would be a good spot here in town. And I'm going to go sit, hopefully, in a park or some beautiful area. And I'm going to do a lot of meditation today and do some clearing before I head further west on this trip. So where am I? Kathy says, actually, I'm lucky to make it from the parking lot here to the laboratory door. You got this, Kathy. We are right here behind you with everything that you set out to do. And Auntie Jean says, it is difficult sometimes to be human. We all face that once in a while, even Mama P, especially Mama P. Y'all know my weaknesses. You know that I'm directionally challenged. So if I know that I'm supposed to go east, I have to ask, is that a right turn or a left turn or straight ahead? But luckily, my car tells me now what direction I'm headed in. And a lot of times I do have to look and say, all right, which way am I going? Am I going east? Am I going west? But it's, when you can laugh at yourself, you've won the battle. Seriously, if you can just know those weaknesses, and they are, for me, they're a weakness, because if I had more of a sense of direction and knew how to figure out what was east, west, north, and south, then I wouldn't struggle so much with knowing, oh, that's on the east side of town. I got to go that direction. But no, it's something that I deal with, and I've learned to laugh at myself, unless I'm going on a one-way street the wrong way. And then I wasn't laughing. Then I was yelling at the GPS. Why did you tell me a right turn? It's a left turn only. But I wasn't paying attention. And that was another lesson. And Santa says, I use Google Maps. It updates for traffic and suggests other routes. Yeah, Waze does also. It gives you the option to take an alternate route. But Waze really does help with things like accidents and vehicles that are stopped or obstacles on the road. So that's the one that I've been using. I don't know if I'm going to stick with it. I'm just going to kind of wait and see on that one. And Stacy says, oh, maybe that's when I tried to call you yesterday. Well, that's the other thing. I'm not getting my phone calls. I've had so many people that have gotten a little upset with me. They're like, I called you and you didn't answer. My phone hasn't rang. Well, it has rang, but it doesn't always ring when people try to call. So I don't know. I'm not even going to stress over trying to figure it out. I'm going to accept the line aloud. All right, what else do we have? Auntie Jean says, she said a great big Spanish. That, for me, Jean, that's all the Spanish I know. I know how to tell somebody I don't know Spanish or I don't speak Spanish, and that was it. And Stacy says, and then, that was fun. Yeah, we had some GPS issues when we're together in Maine with Stacy and Linda and myself, where the GPS would tell us a street name, but no other direction, like where to turn left or right, and just the street name. And then it would say, and then, and nothing else. So, yeah, we've been, I think maybe the little Faye have been playing games with the GPS in my car. All right. Isabel, still giving birthday blessings to Hope's mom and her aunt. Thank you all for doing that. And Stacy says, Teri, I'm the same way. I think it's us Floridians. If we know where the beach is, we know what's east. Take me to Midwest and I have no idea where I am. Yeah, you're so right. I knew how to get to the beach. I always knew that. But going anywhere else, I could be a mile from where I lived in Fort Lauderdale and I could still get lost. I could still get turned around. So yeah, it's one of those things that's just, I just don't know directions. And Blue says, well, you found my driveway, and actually that is unusual. You even made it past one of the big toys I use OnStar. Yeah, that's what I do if all else fails. If the GPS isn't working, I push that button and I say, I need to go here. And right now, I need to go block a troll this morning. Thank you for being with us, Catherine Connor. Catherine, blessings to you on this Tuesday. I am blocking you because you are putting something that's not real nice onto our stream. And no, not going to have that. So goodbye. Okay, how about Kuan Yin? And yes, I do have my Kuan Yin cards this morning. I dug those out. So I haven't read it yet. I'm hoping that we have some great guidance as we do every day from our Kuan Yin. And it's enter the Jade Temple. Kuan Yin, in her temple of peaceful jade, causes all conflict to elevate to a higher peaceful resolution, A resolution and healing of any situation that is concerning you is already underway. You are being asked to begin to feel the relief of that resolution now, so you can more readily melt into the divine solution and blessing of peace from beloved Kuan Yin. I'm just having to laugh and giggle because I tell you what, it feels like every day when I hit that go live button, Kuan Yin is sitting right here beside of me. And when I pick up the cards, and I shuffle them and shuffle them and shuffle them, she's the one that says, stop, that's the card. Because every day she gives us the exact message that we need to hear, the exact message. And it always fits right into where we are. So I'm going to read it again because it's so powerful and so appropriate to what the discussion is this morning. Kuan Yin, in her temple of peaceful jade, causes all conflict to elevate to a higher peaceful resolution. Why do I keep saying revolution? Maybe it is. Maybe it's me struggling against just allowing, accepting, allowing, and aligning. So she causes all conflict to elevate to a higher peaceful resolution. A resolution and healing of any situation that is concerning you is already underway. You are being asked to begin to feel the relief of that resolution now, so you can more readily melt into the divine solution and blessing of peace from divine Kuan Yin. It's a love revolution. Thank you, Deirdre. That's really what it is, isn't it? It is a love fest. It's feeling into the energy of love instead of the energy of conflict, into the energy of peace instead of the energy of war, and feeling into the energy of faith and trust instead of chaos and fear and confusion. So yeah, it is a revolution. And it's allowing anything that we're encountering to come to that peaceful resolution. That's so awesome. Thank you, Kuan Yin. And Stacy says, you had me at Jade Temple. Yeah, there's something special about jade. There is a magic to it. And I think that's what I need to focus on today is some jade and feel into that. I have some. So I'm going to sit with jade today and just see what teaching comes forth. And Stacy says the pecan trees in Alabama are beautiful. Yeah, the trees here are all bare. It's winter time in Alabama, but I'm looking forward to going out and seeing some of what's here. The lights last night were beautiful. The town, I've never been into Alabama, so just seeing all the bright lights was amazing along the waterway. There's lots and lots of beautiful water and crossed yesterday. And Oksana says, I just pulled a card from Sufi Wisdom, Finding the Path. You are the driver and the navigator. Your deeper instincts are often the right ones. Make a choice and stand by it. Thank you, Oksana. Thank you for that message. I needed to hear that as well, because there's no deviation. Once we find that path, once we know what it is that we're hearing and we're feeling into. I had to open up my Buddha book that I found at Isabel's. I actually got it onto Kindle. Y'all know that I'm limited in how much I can put into that Angel Mobile. So any book that needs to be in my presence, I put it on Kindle. And I did get that book, and I was opening up to see what message Buddha had for us from the teachings of Buddha. And what I got was the eternal Buddha always appears before people in the most friendly forms and brings them to the wisest methods of relief. Now, does that go right along with what we have been discussing and what Kuan Yin says? Buddha brings us wisdom. When we open up to it and we allow it, and Buddha says, do not think that the compassion of the Buddha is only for the present life. It is a manifestation of the timeless compassion of the eternal Buddha that has been operative since unknown time, when mankind went astray due to ignorance. And ignorance is not a bad thing, it's just a state of being. But when we have enlightenment, when we have these masterful teachers that come to us, then we know. And it's staying in that knowingness, it's staying in the teachings that guides us in the most peaceful way and in the most appropriate way for whatever it is that we're headed toward, whatever it is that we want to achieve and accomplish. And that goes right with our manifestations that we do every week. When we come on here, we learn about manifesting. We learn about letting go and just allowing the blessings of those intentions that we set to come to fruition, for the manifestation of it to happen. And there have been many, many teachings about manifestation on this morning's show. I've taught about manifestation in master classes, and it's all letting go. It's all just awakening and opening up to what we already know, what we've already heard. So if I come on here and I give you a teaching from what the angels inspire me to say or what the masters inspire, it's just a remembrance. It's just a reminder. That's all it is. You're not learning anything new. When I teach you the heart brain, you're not learning anything new. You're just remembering that that is the way to connect in this human body. It's the way to connect our mind and our heart, our soul. It all comes together. So when I speak, I'm speaking from love. I'm speaking from that place where I've opened up to say, make me a channel of your light, angels. Make me a channel of love, God. And then I bring that forth to you. But it's just to help you remember. You have everything inside that you already need. It's just an opening up to it that's happening. And when you come in and you're willing, and you help each other, you hold each other. You know you do this every day. That's why you're here. It's your purpose for coming on this time of morning, is to help each other to open up. And then we remember our magnificence. And that's what we're here to do today, is to remember the magnificence. Marietta says, when we let go of conflict and forgive ourselves for judging, we rise up, up, up to a higher plane. We certainly do, Marietta. And things start to flow. We get into the flow, into the alignment. We let go of those oars, and we just allow spirit to guide us to that next place we're supposed to be. Auntie Jean says, remember what John Lennon said, peace is not something you wish for. It is something you make. It is something you do, something you are, and something you give away. Thank you, Auntie Jean, for that reminder. Oh, our Suzanne is here. Good morning, Suzanne. Oh, we have been lifting you up so high in prayer and praying for physical healing for you. And I love the message that you are here. And we're so happy to see you. Thank you, thank you. And Deirdre says, yes, all we are saying is give peace a chance. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so let's get to our prayers. If you want to add anything to our prayer list, please do so. Please let me know how we can all be of service to you, how we can help guide those prayers exactly where they need to be. And when we focus prayer, and there's all of us doing that, there's 20 on right now. When 20 people are focusing prayers in a certain direction, it makes a huger impact than if it was just one person focusing. And we've heard that probably all of our lives, where two or more are gathered, that message comes through even louder. So let's gather our thoughts and our energy and our love toward the prayers that we know have been given forth from all of us. This is a compilation of all of our prayers. And if there's someone that has had improvement in what we were praying for, please let me know that as well. So our India family, Prachetta, Prachir, Navriti, my sister Billy and her husband Tim, Sheila and her sons Justin and Brandon, Gary, James, Loretta, Joanne Castillo and her daughter Jackie and grandson Eris, Erica Hoppy and her family and her mom, who is now home from the hospital. There's improvement there. Deirdre and her daughter Dania, Suzanne and her family, her daughters Jillian and Jackie and Jess's granddaughter, Marietta and Ed. And thank God you all made it back home. And Sweet Dreams was really a sweet dream for you, and it came true. And look at the beauty of your experience on it. Leo Harley and family, Lakshmi, DJ Blaze, Rick Morrow and Josie, Meg and Jim Lorio, Auntie Jean and Ron Lorio, Catherine Kovacs and her family and Fur Kids, John Paul's family, Franco's family, Mary Jane, Pam and Gordy, Rosalind Good Vibes, Sally and Tony, Christina and all of her family, Kathy Hand and her family and her friends and co-workers. Pat Moss for your daughter and your grandchildren, Olivia and Tom, and your sister Susan. Becky, Charlie and family, Hope and Zena, Andrea, Greg, Annie Seven, and your son Grayson, and Regina and Adam, Cassandra, Destiny Ortega, Gail Zimmerman and Nick, Jennifer Langren and your husband Micah, and your brothers Chuck and Ken, Oksana and your mom, Amber, Jenna, Maximus and Katia, Isabel and Paul, and your beautiful daughters, Inesh and Teresa, Linda Lemieux and your husband, Dick, and boys, Stacy Small Lord and your husband, Josh, and all of your children, and your mom, Karen, and let us know how your mom's doing. We're lifting her up every day through this journey that she's going through right now. Karen Palmer, her dad, Frankie Riordan, and her husband and daughter, Marissa, Grace Isis and your father, Edwin, Mama Hado Bear, Kathy Caputo, physical healing for your eye, Raymond, the fires out west, and anywhere there's turbulence on the earth, Tina Carzo, Tracy, Luz Orsini and her sister, and her friend, Christine Lewis, Jebby, Jim and his son, Ryan, Catherine, Eric, John, Tatiana, Brookie, the Girardi family, Jeanette and Ernie, Dawson, Winston G. Campbell, Sean, Angel, and Derek. And let's please focus some energy toward Derek. Derek is going through chemotherapy for cancer right now, and he had a bad response prior when he had to go through chemotherapy where he had strokes. And so they're really paying attention right now to how he's responding and reacting to the chemotherapy he's going through. So let's please lift him up, lift Angel up. And they are in Kentucky where all those tornadoes just ripped through, and thank God they weren't affected by them, but it is just devastating in that whole area. So the energy is low vibration in the whole state of Kentucky right now because of what happened. All right, we have our Lily in Norway praying for her physical and spiritual and emotional health, for her mom and for her children. Catherine, baby Wyatt, baby Haven, Darren Walker, Arthur Thompson, Elena, Tabby, and we're missing our Tabby this morning, Bill, Kelly, Jasmine, and her daughters Anya and Myra, and her mom Ronnie, Alba, Mary Lou Burdick, Kim Blood, and her sister Chris, Deirdre's sister Steph, and brother-in-law Bob, Edwin, Joni, Adrielle, Corinne, Tiago, Tony and her husband, Tam in Utah, Vicky, Ken, Dottie and Dawn, Ruth Anderson and her family, Stephen, and I saw Rochelle come on. Hi, Rochelle. Good morning. Rochelle says Stephen was able to go to Africa to see his family, wife, and daughter. He will be back in the U.S. after Christmas. Thank you for that update, Rochelle. And Rochelle is asking for prayers for daytime energy. I've been so tired and wanting to sleep a lot, and hugs to all of you. Rochelle, we're lifting you up for that and for your mom, Rose, as well. Okay, Michelle, Bo and Candy Hand, Billy's children, Brittany Kiss, Crystal Nobles and Dean, and their two boys, Gabriel and Jacob, and Brody the dog, Herb, Bob Rice, and his wife, Joanne, Soma, Julia Osborne, the Deerfield Valley in Vermont, Sharon Rhea, Karen and family, Eric Turner, Mira Rubin, Nick and family, our India family, sisters of our Grace Isis, Jean, Cynthia, Helena, and Edwina, and all their children and their animals and fur kids. Lulu the kitty, Sherry Gatewood and brother-in-law Padama, Tammy Hill and family, Phil B., Lynn Gallagher, Antonio Papa, Elaine Armstrong, Daniel Navarro, our Wendy's, one in Florida and one in the UK. And I'd love an update on Wendy in the UK. She was dealing with COVID. So I'm going to try to see if I can get an answer today of how she is doing and get an update. Terry Wilderman and her family, Monsi's daughter, Freddie, Billy Joe, Abha, Mary Crincoli and her friends, JH, my guest, and John, Chip's family, Irene and Eduardo, Eddie Quills, Jose, Michael Murdoch, Jessica, Fidel, Kim, Camille and Nick, Kathy and Raymond, Lynn, Frank, Albie, Viola, Kenneth, Bobby, Max's teacher, Mansi, Kamal, Maddie, Akil and the orphans in Pakistan, Noel, Heaven and her son, Yuri, Audie, Scott, Jim, Trehorn, Julia and her husband, Dr. Beard, Jean, which is Erica's mom, is now home from the hospital, Zila, Marianne, Henrik and Lorraine, Mercedes, Jeannie and her sister Merle, Sharon, Letitia, Mary with pneumonia, and Raven Dalek. And if there's anyone else that you want to add, yes, we keep Mira in there, Rosalind, until she tells us that we can remove her from our list. We keep her lifted up every day. And let's see what else we got. Stacy says, my mom's first treatment went good. It's not a cure, but it will slow things down. She was out shopping yesterday, sounded out of breath, but she managed. Good. I'm so glad that there's some improvement there, Stacy. And yes, Rochelle, I agree with Deirdre. Your body needs you to rest and not fight it. And Stacy says, please add my friend Tiffany's fiance. He starts 8 weeks of daily radiation this week. His name is Wayne. And Brookie says, I have heard of turkey tail mushroom helping a lot with the negative effects of chemo. Could you maybe suggest it to Derek? I will do that. Oh, and I just had a brain cell that opened up. Blue, please contact me after the show today. I have something to share with you, and it's about Pam. Okay, so thank you, Deirdre, praying for me as I continue my journey. And let's please remember the ones in Kentucky and Illinois and Tennessee, and I believe Arkansas, that were in the path of the tornadoes that went through and the devastation that happened there. That was so powerful. I heard yesterday that the winds of the tornadoes were clocked at 300 miles an hour. Can you imagine? 300 miles an hour. It's like an airplane hitting a house. It's just unbelievable, the devastation that's happened there. So let's hold that part of our country up, as well as all of Mother Earth, anywhere there's turbulence and trauma going on, and the people that are involved and in the path of any storms or any kind of conflict. So let's go into our hearts in the time we have left. And thank you all for being here today. And thank you for loving on each other in these prayers, for loving somebody enough to ask that we put their name on a prayer list, that we place them front and center in our prayer circle. And y'all know that our beautiful Blue adds every name into the Reiki grid. And I love that. I love that she gives us that ministry of helping us all to receive healing. Thank you, Blue. So let's go into our hearts, letting everything else go. Let's just do a release first. So just envision that you are a washing machine, an old washing machine that really shakes and moves and twists and turns. And I want you to just do that with your body. Just do kind of a twisty, turny motion. If you can do this safely, then just shake up your energy. Just shake and twist and turn it, and let's let go. Do that that turn that the washing machine does, that agitation where you're going side to side. And then slow it down, come back to a silent sitting or standing position, with your feet on the ground. You've just released and shaken up some of that energy that might have been stagnant. Maybe there was something in there that was stuck, and you needed just to shake it loose, to let it go. Maybe it was a little bit of anxiety, or a little fear, or a little sadness and grief. Maybe there was some pain that just needed to be given attention. And by doing this, you're saying, I release you with love. I release you into the light. So now feel into your energy. See if it feels a little lighter, maybe a little cleaner. As you do that shaking method, you're really shaking anything off of your aura that might have attached there. And this is a great way, a quick way to just do a cleanse. So letting go of anything that's not serving us, we're going to go to what does serve us. We're going to the light. So just envision now that there's a channel coming from the great central sun, from God our Father, the Creator, the source of all that is. And through that channel comes a beautiful light, straight to your heart, entering into that heart space, illuminating everything that's inside of you. There may still be some dust particles from all the shaking that you did. That's okay. Those will go to the light. Now give gratitude for that light that came in. Give gratitude for the clearing that you did of your energy and all that was let go. Just see it floating up through that light channel directly to God. Just ask for it to be taken, to be cleared, to be transmuted into positive. And let's ask now for that light to change and to move over all of these prayer requests, to go right to the center of our circle where we have placed every name, every part of the country that's hurting. Our Mama Gaia, we placed everyone that's in need physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. And if there's someone that you're holding in your heart that wasn't on our prayer list, put them in that circle. Go ahead and place them in there. Place them with love, asking for things to come to the very best and highest fruition. And now let's turn our attention to the rest of the planet, to anyone who's experiencing a life here on planet Earth, whether it's in human form, animal, nature, water, whatever it might be. Let's just turn that light over every energy on Earth and let that light sink way down into Mama Gaia, that she receives a healing coming directly to her, channeled by all of us, going deep to the core of Mother Earth, saying, thank you, I love you. Thank you for holding us on your back and for loving us while we're here walking. Let's ask for a clearing of the energy of any trauma that's going on, whether that's a storm, a fire. Just let it go. Release it. It feels so good to do the release. I can just see like waves of energy going upward from our earth plane right to the central sun, for it to be transmuted, to bring in more peace on our earth. So now I want you to focus on anything that's going on inside of you. Again, it could be something physical, it could be emotional, it could be mental, or it could be spiritual. And whatever that is, if you are ready, just turn it over. Just put it right into that prayer circle with everything else that's in there. And I'll wait. You're a little bit clunking. There's a lot of heaviness that's being let go of, a lot that's being put into that circle. Some of you are throwing it in. Some are gently taking it and placing it in that prayer circle. Some of you are putting it in the prayer circle and wanting to take it back. Don't do that. Let it go. You put it in the circle. Have faith and trust that what you are releasing is being accepted by our Creator. That the angels are surrounding this prayer circle. They know what you want to release. They're ready and willing to take it. And yes, you can have it back. It's your choice. But how long do you want to carry that burden? How long do you want to keep doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result? How long do you want to punish yourself for things that have already been done and gone, but yet you live in that past by carrying it every day? I hear stillness now. I hear quiet. So those of you that brought something forward to the prayer circle, thank you. Thank you for doing so. Thank you for honoring yourself enough to take a step forward, a step out of your comfort zone. And know that whatever you released into that prayer circle is already receiving love. It's receiving healing. So now your job is just to receive. And that's what we're going to do now. We are going to do our heart telephone, heart to heart. So on the count of 3, 2, 1, thank you. I love you. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you for staying on a little bit longer. And let's go have that beautiful day.
So you're in a hurry? Well, you better calm down. We're all friends around you. Just join the fun.
There are no accidents or coincidences.
So come on, let's play.
Yes, indeed, Marietta. Up to that higher plane, higher consciousness.
Forget the rush, you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Kick back, relax, and just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time.
Oh, you're so welcome to me. Yes, it's a much lighter feeling to let go and do a release. That's why we needed to do it today. Anything that was heavy, so we could have that beautiful, light, energetic day today. I love it, and I love you all so much. Stay in your hearts. Stay blessed. Enjoy your day. I know I'm going to. So let's get out of here. Namaste, y'all.